Good day, hockey aficionados. Are you ready for an exhilarating escapade into the universe of the NHL's most unforgettable playoff moments? Look no further because we've got your back. Today, we'll take you on a comical journey through some of the most memorable and side-splitting NHL playoff highlights. So, fasten your seatbelts, prepare to be in stitches, and come along as we drive into the frosty world of hilarious and legendary NHL playoff moments. Number 1. The Slapstick Miracle on Manchester, 1982. Picture this. The underdog Los Angeles Kings down 5-0 against the mighty Edmonton Oilers in the 1982 playoffs. It seemed like all hope was lost, but then the Kings channeled their inner comedic heroes and pulled off an epic comeback. 5 unanswered goals later, the Kings forced overtime, and rookie Darryl the Punchline Evans scored the game winner. Talk about a miracle with a punchline. Number 2, the never-ending Easter epic, 1987. In 1987, the New York Islanders and Washington Capitals played an absolutely exhausting Game 7 that lasted for 4 overtimes. You could almost hear the Benny Hill theme playing as players wobbled around the ice, searching for that elusive game-winning goal. Finally, Pat the Energizer Bunny LaFontaine scored in the 4th overtime, bringing to an end the hilariously long Easter epic. Number 3, Gretzky's Great Magic Trick, 1993. Wayne Gretzky, the Great One, became the Great Magician during the 1993 Western Conference Finals. After high-sticking Leafs defenseman Doug Gilmour without a penalty call, Gretzky pulled a rabbit out of his hat and scored the game-winning goal. Poof, just like that, the Kings were off to Game 7, leaving Leafs fans wondering if they just witnessed an illusion. Number 4, Messier's Mystic Prophecy, 1994. New York Rangers captain Mark the Hockey Prophet Messier guaranteed a Game 6 victory in the 1994 Eastern Conference Finals against the New Jersey Devils. The psychic hockey player backed up his mystical predictions by scoring a hat trick and leading the Rangers to victory. The Rangers would go on to win the series and eventually the Stanley Cup, proving that Messier was indeed a wizard on skates. Number 5, Ray Burke's Comedy Cup Routine, 2001. After a 22-year career, legendary defenseman Ray the Chuckle Master Burke finally won the Stanley Cup in 2001. As he lifted the cup, the Colorado Avalanche players couldn't help but laugh and cheer as they watched their teammates celebrate his long-awaited dream. It was a heartwarming moment that showcased the lighter side of the sport and the joy that comes from finally achieving a lifetime goal. Number 6, Patrick Kane's Invisible Game Winner, 2010. The 2010 Stanley Cup Final between the Chicago Blackhawks and Philadelphia Flyers was filled with drama, but the ending took the cake. In overtime, Patrick the Stealth Sniper Kane scored a sneaky goal that flew under the radar. The puck was lodged in the side of the net, and for a moment, nobody knew what happened. Kane started celebrating while everyone else was left scratching their head, wondering if it was part of a candid camera prank. Number 7, the 17-second shock, 2013. The 2013 Stanley Cup Final between the Chicago Blackhawks and the Boston Bruins was a nail-biter. With less than 2 minutes left in Game 6 and the Bruins leading by 1 goal, it looked like the series was headed for a Game 7 showdown. But in a whirlwind 17 seconds, the Blackhawks scored 2, leaving fans and players in a state of utter disbelief. Brian, the Fast and Furious Bickle, tied the game, and Dave, the Whiplash Boland, sealed the deal with the game-winning goal. It was like watching a slapstick comedy as the Bruins were left dumbfounded and the Blackhawks celebrated their lightning-fast victory. Number 8, the Flying V's NHL debut, 2014. Who could forget the iconic Flying V from the Mighty Ducks movies? In the 2014 playoffs, the Anaheim Ducks decided to pay homage to their fictional counterparts and executed the famous formation during the game against the Los Angeles Kings. It was hilarious and a nostalgic moment as the Ducks channeled their inner Gordon Bombay and gave fans a real-life dose of the Flying V magic. Number 9. Kuznetsov Bird Celebration, 2018. In 2018, Washington Capitals forward Ivanji the Russian Birdman Kuznetsov took flight and introduced a new goal celebration to the NHL, the Bird Flap. After scoring a game-winning goal against the Pittsburgh Penguins in the second round of the playoffs, Kuznetsov flapped his arms like a bird, providing a lighthearted and amusing moment that left fans and teammates smiling. Number 10. The infamous hand pass, 2019. The 2019 Western Conference Final between the San Jose Sharks and the St. Louis Blues featured a hilarious and controversial moment. In overtime, the Sharks' Timo the Hand of Glory Meisner blatantly used his hand to pass the puck, leading to Eric the Beneficiary Carlson's game-winning goal. The play should have been whistled dead, but instead it left the Blues and their fans in a state of comedic disbelief. NHL playoff history is full of unforgettable moments that have left us laughing, cheering, and shaking our heads with disbelief. Some miraculous comebacks and never-ending overtime games to magical predictions and hilarious celebrations. These moments are a testament to the unpredictable and entertaining nature of the NHL playoffs. So, as we gear up for another exciting postseason, remember to embrace the fun and the humor that make the Stanley Cup playoffs so special. Go hockey!